We are back with another Maltese training. If you saw my last session, you know that I finally had the pallets wide enough. For a really long time, or 2 weeks at least, I've been training the Maltese, the pronated. The grip is right, but the width has been too sort of compact. The hands are too close together, so it's been more towards the wide planche instead of the Maltese. But last session, I was like, fuck it, it's gonna be wide. I put it super wide. I thought it was just overkill, but then I looked at the footage and that was pretty much just a perfect Maltese. So for me, it should just feel like it's way too wide, and at that point it's right. And I start to see the pattern that most of the time this is really the case. When you think this is way too hard to actually be the real thing, at that point you know you're doing it right. Same with freestyle. When it's the most scary part, or like, no, I can't release at this point, that's when you release and you land your stuff. But it's a mental barrier. So the same was for the Maltese, but now I really know how it should feel like, where to be, and that's really good, because now when I actually train it, I know that I'm in the right position, my body gets comfortable with how the fuck should I actually activate the muscles to be in the Maltese, and I will get a lot of benefits. So now we can start progressively increase the intensity by reducing the band, increasing the holding time, and thereby making it harder until I actually can do it without the band, which is the main goal in the end of the summer. No more talking, let's do some Maltese. As always, let's start off with some just Maltese leans to activate, get some blood flow, be in the right position, warm up the body for the actual sort of death sentence, because that's basically what it is. Just pushing it to the absolute limit should be the definition of Maltese. So let's do some leans first. It is wide, but that's at the maximum, and I do feel like it should almost be slightly wider. I will do the leans here one more time, as wide as I can go, and do one attempt then with the actual Maltese hold with the resistance band, and just see if it's wide enough. Otherwise, we will have to figure something out. Yeah, let's do another one, and we're gonna take off the shirt, even though I really love this one. I forgot to tell you, but now I actually have the full collection of the Saru. I don't know how much you're gonna be able to see, but the back is crazy. I just love that sort of texture and the design, so it's total vibe. But let's take the shirt off so we can actually see the form in the Maltese, because that's the most important thing. Then the second thing is to have style while you're doing it, but form, I think, just slightly above it. Wondering if it's gonna slip if I would have it like this, because that is actually doable. Then I can have them like this. Now I'm too sore after the first set, but I think this will do. The grip is pretty damn good on these P-bars since it's rubber feet, so they should hold up. Let's do it like this actually, because that gives me a few more centimeters extra on each side. And then we know that we're in the Maltese, so we ain't cheating and doing the wide planche. For the Maltese, we're taking that 10 to 30 kg resistance band. It's the same as I had in my outdoor gym when I trained it. However, I know that that one is actually slightly higher up the bar, so it's getting stretched a bit more help, which means that it should be easier there, but we will see. If this is too little of a help, I might just do another sort of wrap around it with the same band. If it's still bad and I can't hold it, might have to take even a thicker band. And that's gonna be rough, because then it means that I'm pretty damn far away from the actual straight bar Maltese. But then again, it's really damn hard move as well, so can't have too high of expectations. Let's start off with this one. Let's fucking get it, first set. Power music. Ah! Oh, fucking crazy hold. I hope that looks sick on camera because I feel like a fucking airplane. It's so wide, it's almost no lean anymore. It's just straight up pushing downwards. Full planche, I'm pushing slightly forward as well, but here it's just straight downwards. And the thumbs are taking a hit. But no pain in a bad way, it just feels heavy. One more, same procedure, same hold. Clean. It was fucking clean. I'm gonna try to keep it up. This is for real. It is heavy as fuck, but it feels so damn good. It's just unreal, to be honest. It shouldn't be possible. Like, this is of course helping, but not crazy much, not crazy much. And just being able to just fly there, madness. That's why I started with calisthenics in the first place. Feel this type of freedom because you just never do it anywhere else except on the bars. Also want to up you that. I also want to up you. I also want to update you guys on the Spotify playlist that I made a while back, but I haven't been too sort of active on it, adding new songs. But for the last 7 days, I found a lot of bangers that I've been listening to my training sessions and almost in the car as well to the gym just to hype myself up. And I've added them to the playlist, so they are there now. And you'll find the link in the description to it as well, if you're not already listening to it. Just want to say that to you guys so you can enjoy some bangers as well. Increase motivation, increase power, and in the long run, get better workout sessions. Let's do the final set of Maltese. Slightly shorter hold, but I am still fascinated by how well I am actually able to perform the Maltese. This must be one of the hardest skills you can perform when it comes to planche. Of course, you have one-arm planche and stuff like that, but this is another type of strength. It's mad. I don't feel that it's simulating planche that much. It's really weird because you're just pushing straight down. And I don't recommend, like, people are not too comfortable with the sport or with training planche, don't do this too early, especially not the supinated grip, because you are putting insane amount of pressure on the arms. In the pronator, I feel like it's more pressure here in the wrist, but we are locking in the arms, so the bicep isn't only taking all the power, which is good. And at the moment, I don't feel any soreness there. It's only the thumb, shoulders, and now also try to really get the core in, so I don't need to put everything on the rest of the body. And I don't think I can perform it without having good core connection. It would just be fucked. Here you really need to have a balanced body to perform. But let's move on to some just supinated full planche holds. Do one set, see how the form is, and then we correct it to the other one. But preferably want to have perfect form from the beginning, but most of the time it just doesn't happen. I was too good and just realized that I forgot to change the band. After holding for a second, I was like, this was too easy. I would change the band, but I think the form was pretty alright. I would check that as well. But we are going to take the thinner band, the 5 to 15 kg band. So it put a bit more strain on the muscles. Fuck off. Let's do a set with the right band and see if I can still perform at same level. Probably slightly less of a hold time. Last one was almost 12 seconds, 11 to 12, which is really good. And I think I mentioned that before as well. I would use a band up until around 12 to 14 maximum seconds. Then I would use a thinner band and then drop down to probably about 6 seconds or 6 to 8, and then work myself up with that band and then repeat. So if I can do more than 6 seconds with this band, of course, including good form, that shows that this sort of way of progressing is pretty accurate, since I could do 12 with other bands, if that makes sense. Let's give it a try, and you can judge my form. Pretty alright. I know in the past I've been struggling with getting my legs up, so that's why I really try to get like squeeze the PPT, try to get the legs upwards so they're not pointing downwards. I think this was alright. Maybe not the perfect form, but that's what we all are striving for. Most likely never will achieve, but that's the beauty of it. So we always have a strive. But it was at least six seconds, so that was good. Woof. Slightly shorter probably, but I feel like the connection there as well has been improved a lot since when I did this 2 weeks ago. At that point I think I didn't lean enough, so I had to be sort of an angle, couldn't be that straight. But I feel like the form is better. Then again, you are the judge, and I don't know until I actually re-watch the video as well. But this is the feeling, so let's go with it for now. Next up, straight arm raises, but pretty damn wide, so we got in the Maltese form. I'm back in my normal gym now, so I have my 17.5, which is what I did in the first few training sessions as well. So let's do 10 reps, 3 sets. See how it goes. Some really good stuff, especially now I really try to get into the protraction as well on each rep. So we activate that, putting pressure, increasing both shoulder and protraction strength, which is perfect. One more. Good stuff. Woo. Let's end it with a personal favorite, weighted dips. I got myself 75 kilograms and we're gonna do 8 reps. So heavy duty stuff. And I'm expecting some good ass pump after this. Pretty nice. I'm definitely a bit sore from the Maltese, so I don't want to just rep it out too hard. High chance of injury if you do it too fast because you lose some control and there's a lot more momentum to stop in the lower position. So if you do it slow, it's definitely heavier, but we have more control. We can feel if it's, uncomfortable in the shoulder when we're going deep. Very good. Last one. Fuck, the music died. Definitely heavier and heavier each set, but 3 sets, 8 reps on each, 75 kilos. That's a lot of weight that I totally move, or in total that's being moved. Pretty damn impressive. That's why I love dips. You just feel so powerful. Well, that was one hell of a session. Starting off with the Maltese being just spot on. I think you could probably see that throughout this whole workout, I was extremely high in motivation. And that's the truth. Like, I'm the type of guy, I will always show up to the gym, but when I'm motivated, I fucking destroy. And that's when I really enjoy the workouts. And don't take it for granted, because I know there's most likely gonna be some shitty ones ahead as well. But when I'm having good workouts, I fucking love it. I fucking love it. And I think you see it all the time. Like, I can't stop smiling after a good hold. And it's just the best feeling. But we also ended with some pretty damn good weighted dips. So let's just see if I got some pump from it. I think so. And the light is coming from here, so we should be able to see some good stuff. I'm gonna try first just this, like, I don't know, kangaroo flakes. That's pretty much how they look. Maybe you can see straps. Double bicep. It's pretty good. And personal favorite, I have to back up a bit. Pretty damn good. I would also love if you guys could comment what skill you're training for right now. Because sometimes, you know, even if I'm training for Maltese, if I know a lot of people are training for planche, I could spit out some tips from time to time regarding that as well. And during front level session, if someone else is training front or something like that, I could try to give some tips regarding that as well. Since I'm training all the time, I have minds all over the place. So if I know people want certain things, I can always try to deliver. Not guaranteed, but if I know it, there's a high chance of me actually being able to give more value to the people and more targeted to what you actually want. So comment down below what you're training for, and I can see if I can drop some tips from time and time. But I will see you guys in the next one. Choo-choo!